Gaybriela. I'm in the process of hopefully getting my manuscript published, and this is the synopsis. It took me years to write the synopsis. I'm 84 years old, and I was born in the northern part of Maine on a potato farm. At 3 years old, a barn door fell on top of me. I almost died. At 4 years old, both my hands got stuck in an electric cow fence, and my father had to pry them off. At 4 years old, became aware that my mother and my sister didn't like me. At 5 years old, our family moved to Stamford, Connecticut, and the awful pains in my body started then and plagued me all my life. I spoke French and very little English. Went to 7 grammar schools and 2 high schools. Lived in rat and cockroach infested cold water flats, tenement houses with many different speaking language. What a trip that was. But it was really kind of wonderful too. My mother and father worked in all kinds of sweatshops, and we always had boarders. My mother taught herself to read English. My father could not read or write. No matter where we lived or where they worked, I was never ashamed of them. Oh, how boring. Please keep reading. I will guarantee you will be amazed, amused, maybe even think, is this lady for real? Yes, I am. All of it is true. At least that's how it was for me. A lovely wedding is planned for a Saturday in April, but my fiancé and I have a big fight the previous Monday. My mother walks in on us, and he tells her, my mother, that he's not marrying her daughter. He actually went, I'm not marrying your daughter. She says, good, and cancels the wedding. Over and over, threatens to send me to a convent in Canada. A month later, I came back to Connecticut, and the bully and I sneak off to a justice of peace and get married. Later on, we got married in church. I got married at 18 to get away from my mother. Oh, the bully and I had done it, so who else would want me? I was used, ruined, and no good. Blah, 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 blah. Crap. Ugh. 3 sons and 18 years of hellish words, beatings, thrown objects, etc., etc. No education, no skills, no job, no money, fear, and total control. My 3 sons, 13, 12, and 10 years old, are the most important people in my life, so I find guts and money. 3 more years of hell, and now with attorneys, judges, people, family, etc., etc. So after 3 years of hell, and a lot of people thinking I was crazy anyway, I told my attorney that if that man ever stepped foot on my property again, I would get a gun and shoot him. Yeah, shoot him. Well, not long after that, I got my divorce. Thank God for crazy people and for the government-funded programs and sons who love me, but we are all deeply scarred and we don't know it. You don't know. Disco, single, bars, pop, booze, and pills. All kinds of people, singles, widows, widowers, divorced, and married ones, pretending to be all that. I guess sneaky people hunt for needy people, lonely people, sad people. A girlfriend introduces me to a divorced man she has known for a long time. He is 13 years older than me and oh so kind, generous, gentle, sweet, and lovable. Offers me a job after I get out of school with the understanding if one of my sons needs me, I can stay home or leave work. With all that sweetness and kindness, I fall in love with him. Oh, but 2 years later, I find out he's married and on a trip to Las Vegas with his wife. God almighty. Well, you'd be surprised what I did that day. I ended up in the bathroom on the floor crying my eyes out with the door closed. That's what I did when I found that out. Yeah, I was at work. I found that. Working for him. Mm-hmm. And I did. I laid on the bathroom floor. I laid on that cold, stupid bathroom floor and just cried. That's written. Where the heck was I? My beloved sons and I had never known such kindness. One son still sucks his thumb and wets the bed and stoned on pot for years. One son is always in painful accidents, and his friend told me he had called the suicide hotline twice and was all kinds of drugs. That was very scary. That was so frightening then for all of us. One son does not function academically or socially, and they all had gotten arrested for some stupid thing, kid stuff. I'm angry, mad, confused, and frightened for all of us, but I'm working for this man that has been so kind to me and my sons, and I have to take care of us, so I become a mistress for 10 years. The word mistress. Kind of weird. The money that he helped us with was not really that much, but more than their father had done or was doing. I tried to get away after a while, but 3 police stations, the FBI, my mother, my sister, my sons, my attorney, who had been state representative and later went to prison for murdering his wife, all tried to badger me into the ground. Like, they was trying to tell me what to do and how to live my life. Who the hell are they? Who the hell are they? They don't live in my... Yeah. Especially my sister. What a bitch she was during this time. So painful. In this time, I needed tender, loving care and understanding, not people badgering me. Ugh. Meanwhile, another married man for 10 years had propositioned me with promises of money, cars, etc., etc. He got a divorce, and I married him after living with him for 7 years. What a freaking cheer trip that was. But it was wonderful, too. It wasn't all, it was wonderful, too. Thank God. I was misdiagnosed for 15 years, and at one time, I was prescribed my own needles and narcotics to shoot myself up with because I was in so much pain. Demerol, the pills that I was on with misdiagnosed, I should be dead. I should have been dead. I actually have a spot on my liver from all those drugs. Big list of them. Well, where am I now? 15 years, yeah, my own needles, yeah. There's the needle. Pew, pew. When it spiked through my head, it was like pounding and unbelievable pain. And I had an injured neck. I had an injured neck because I got strangled to unconscious by my first husband twice. And you're laying on the bed and getting strangled, and I did see stars. I actually saw stars in that black moment. Where the heck am I now? Oh, yeah, to shoot myself up. I was married to another control freak and didn't know it. I had studied real hard and had gotten my real estate license, but that very successful businessman I was with was so freaking needy and made me so nervous that I gave up working in real estate. I'd come home from the office that I had opened up, and he'd be at the top of the stairs with a drink. I love that stupid jerk. But he made me nervous because he drank, and if I was working, I didn't know, like, what was I going to come home to?
Because you were used to having previous relationships and things like that, and things being unpredictable then, it's instilled in you fear.
Well, I was so proud that I got my real estate license. I studied so hard. I never graduated from high school. I'm not ashamed of that. I worked. I went to that government-funded program, and I worked so hard there. I went to I'm telling you my manuscript right now. What's in the manuscript? I went back to this government-funded program for 43 days. That was grammar school. Grammar school I learned. And then in the same school, I went to what was the equivalent of the first year of a business college. I was so proud of myself. I didn't know I could do it. I did it. And I actually got my real estate license. I studied so hard for that. But I did it. And then, I had to open the office maybe on a Sunday or even go to work and show up, and I'd come home and there he would be. And there was always pity and sorrow for the 2 guys that I was with. I always felt sorry for everybody. I felt so sorry for him. I felt so sorry for my first husband because of his life. I felt so sorry for my second husband because of his life. I felt sorry. sorry, you know, this pity that I had. Gee, poor him. There I am busting my hump, getting my license, and yet I come home and he has a drink and he's wavering. Gee, Mama. So it made it so nervous. For him, not me. I have to do this right now. Oh my God, give me a Benton and Hedges and let me smoke my cigarette. Virginia Slim, smoke my cigarette. Where the heck was I? Where am I?
We got 13 minutes on this.
Okay.
I mean, no, we got 3 minutes.
Okay. Well.
Do you want to wrap it up here?
Yeah, I shall continue. I haven't smoked in 40 years. But everything, all this is all written in my manuscript. Much, much more. Much, much more.
And on our next YouTube video, we will pick up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You got one more minute? I could tell you one more minute.
1 more minute.
Yeah. At 66 years old, weighing 70 pounds and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, I was killing myself with binging on food. I should be dead with the food I ate and binged on. But there was no word that said binging way back then. And I was in another relationship with another control freak and did not know it.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in and watch our next episode.